Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Play Slay the Spire, where we've been performing relatively well. Pretty early today. It's my Friday daily. I always record Darkest Dungeon for like 4 hours, and then I go, hey, it's 5:01. Let's do the Slay the Spire daily. I want to see my scores from yesterday. We did pretty well, I thought. 159 yesterday? Dude, no complaints. That's a pretty good score. You know, I don't know, there's 200,000 or 300,000 people playing these dailies every single day, so it might be a slight exaggeration. 5 copies of a single rare. Ooh, I like it. Midas. Time dilation. Remember, you can't upgrade cards at rest sites. You cannot upgrade at rest sites. So for floor 1, minimize rest site access. So priority number 1, elites. 1, 2... Either path we take, either route we make, direction we break, death to elites we'll face in the Spire day. Just seeing. With Midas, I think we want to go Bwimp, Taka, Breep. We can hit this if we have to. Breep, Tung, Cha-ching! Ka! There you go. That's my path, I think. Straight up the middle. No sleep till Brooklyn. Well. The good thing about double tap... I mean, double tap is good enough in its own right. And you know what? I'm okay double tapping on this to do the extra damage while you're vulnerable and apply a bunch of vulnerability. The obvious use case for double tap is when you can get an attack that costs 2, you can pay 1 to do it 1 extra time. Which is a really good value on something like Vulnerable that applies a cumulative effect. Honestly, go ahead and hit me a little bit here. I'm not worried about perfecting these guys. The other nice thing about it is that if you only draw 2 attacks, you can use double tap to make a 3rd. Not that we needed it. That went very well. If we play our cards right, we should be happy. So we're going to take 2 cost attacks that are... high damage. I mean, a double tap Iron Wave is pretty good in its own right, I think. And then you're killable regardless. Yeah, okay, double tap's doing a lot of good stuff for us. Basically, if we ever get the opportunity to use it on something that's not a strike, we're gonna be happy. Probably should have... Yeah, probably should have doubled up on the bash instead. Whatever. As long as we can heal to full, that's the only thing we care about for now. Shrug, for sure. Okay, so we got good blocks, decent attacks. This one, this is your worst possible use case. I guess with time dilation, it could help out as well. Now, if we could find a way to upgrade our double taps, they become twice as good, assuming we have the energy required to make them happen. But no promises there, because we can't upgrade our rest sites anymore. So with the, I mean, we gotcha. We might as well see if we can get a heal. The blood potion is actually extremely helpful. We took Thunderclap because, again, on double tap, that's good stuff. I'm just going to gain the golds, and this will be a good test. I'm very glad that we have, I was just going to say Thunderclap, so we can do something like this. And I don't really want you to hit me for 9, but I really want these guys to die next turn. So I'm gonna do a little bit of like, you know, taking the devil we know instead of the devil we don't. Straight up, double tap Carnage at the expense of taking another 9 damage. Leaves a weak boy alive. I'm feeling relatively okay. So we'll shrug. Bash this fool. We take 1. We really, really do not want to go to a rest site if we can avoid it. So I'm just trying to... Now we should slow our roll on HP loss, is basically what I'm saying to you. Whatever, we lose another 1. It doesn't matter much. We're kind of in dire need of relics anyway, so I think that was relatively sensible. Dude, I will say... The fact that we can rest and add a card makes rest sites not nearly as bad. You get one extra card by playing double tap, I think, is basically where my brain went there. So it gives you a purpose, but I wouldn't necessarily say a good one. I don't know, bring back the headbutt, I suppose. Take as little damage as possible here. Really, I was just going to say, like, a Carnage just kills you. As long as we can keep our HP relatively high. It doesn't need to be at full. We've already gained quite a lot of money as well. Okay, so you're going to double tap Thunderclap. That's not great. We could have handled that better. We should focus more on defense, is what I'm learning from myself here. Just, my temptation is always going to be to play a little too aggressively. Dude, the Gurya, though. Now we got a reason to go here. Okay, so this, I think this is the start of building up to what could be a conceivably sensible line. Let's think intelligently about this particular spot. I think adding Ornamental Fan is worth it. I honestly don't think Duvu Doll is that worth it, because I don't take curses. If you take curses, it's probably worth it. Now, double tap Whirlwind, double tap Perfected Strike. We haven't really built into a Perfected Strike build. I think a Discovery has the chance to be really good. I'll take a Whirlwind, because it's good AoE that we could really, really use against... It's free, right? If it's free, I'll take Demon Form, even though I think the weakness also would have been nice. The weakness and vulnerability from Shockwave. Might as well play this first. It's great damage. Life goes on. I was really hoping for Carnage on the turn before this, but again, life goes on. Gambling Chip's good. We have a lot of vulnerability, so I think Dropkick is going to be great. Okay, we do want Discovery. We don't need 2 double taps. It's that simple. Gotta love it. I mean, this is a free kill. So that it's good enough in its own right, I think. This went very well. Dude, that's why Discovery, it's just so nice. It lets you pick exactly what you think you need. Pummel, absolutely. Bit more of a spottier floor than we've been dealing with recently. I can't believe we only got a single defend. So we're gonna go for broke, unfortunately. Now we have extra... That's not what I meant to play. But 12 damage 2 times, 24 damage, you'll split. Why not? You won't split, you'll die. I think we can deal with Rage. We have to rest. I would love to lift, but we have to rest. And you know what? Give me a Bloodletting. The extra energy is going to be useful if we don't get an energy relic here. So, what do you play? Draw double taps, please. Okay, I mean, double tap Pummel. Pretty solid start. I don't think we need Whirlwind. Or sorry, I don't think we need Regen. We could always pull it if we have to. This is horrible. I will double tap Thunderclap just to keep the vulnerability going. You know what? Give me some block at least. It's clear we're not going to perfect this guy. Should have done it in a different order, but... Okay, this is his bad turn. Can't double tap Bash, so I'm just going to single tap it. That's what we call it when we do an attack in this business, is a single tap. I don't think, again, if we could wait for the regen potion, I'd be a happier man. Basically hate this. Might be overly conservative. I'll level with you. But I'm also just trying to stay alive. You can take 12 damage to help crush him next turn. That's the dream, at least. Okay, we're going to need draw. We need a better attack. Oh, cool. That's exactly what I was looking for. So he's going to go for a real nasty attack next turn. We got to find a way to do 23 damage. We're lucky we found it. Like, really, really lucky we found it. Alright, I think you can get him with this next turn. But it was a tight battle. No question. Okay, easy money. Now, hopefully, once we're done with that, good relic here. I don't know what we're exhuming. So I kind of think you go Juggernaut. I'm starting to like that card a lot more. We're going to go Eternal Feather, because it might allow us to use Guria a little bit more on a run that for right now seems a little dangerous. So, 1, 2. Wow, that's pretty bad. We're just going to stick to the left path then. I don't feel necessarily strong enough to crush this floor, so we definitely want to get better as soon as possible. Well, here's the thing. This does 24 damage. And it gives us some block. So I think we have to. Even though you might be saying, you know, use Juggernaut. But then we wouldn't be able to attack. We wouldn't gain any block at all. It might be better for the future, but it's terrible for the now. We did this in opposite order, probably, but still decent. We're waiting on the Wombus. You know, I always talk about the Wombus. We definitely do not have the Wombus yet. But we're 1 HP down. No complaints. The more shrugs, the merrier shrugs. Very common expression. You've never heard of it? It's a Utica phrase, etc., etc. So we're going to shrug. Bloodlet. Double tap bash is always going to be tempting. But I think, you know, we're going to take 7 and go for a single bash. We really wanted an energy relic. Not getting an energy relic is... It set us back. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, so we're taking no damage. That's good. And it's leaving us in a bit of an awkward spot. Hey, double tap bludgeon. Now we're talking. We could have gone for, like, discovery feed, but... I'm not too likely to deviate here. Right now, our power, like judgment, not a good choice. I think we only need 1 shrug for now. So with only 2 energy left, I think I'd start here. 14. We're taking 1. Not a big deal. I love that he's taking a turn to buff. Dream come true. I think you can get away with a clash. And I'll tell you straight up, this was the wrong decision by a factor of about 1,000. We are going to get through to this guy eventually. We're doing this wrong. We probably should have just gone for Demon Form. But the last time we took Demon Form, didn't work out that well for us. I'm just throwing that out there. I thought you'd be a little bit more time dilated than this. 5 more damage. Not that bad. Honestly, I'm not going to use Bloodletting on this turn. I know we're not doing that much damage, but I don't really want to lose HP we don't have to lose. I think that was a smart call. This is, it's a run that definitely is looking like we're going to have to use our noggin. More so than on, you know, maybe a lot of runs we've had recently. Iron Wave works pretty well with double tap. Okay, then now we're getting into some good stuff. So Gremlin Horn is very helpful. Pair, who knows? But I like to take it regardless. I don't think we need any of these attacks. None of these really strike my fancy all that much for this archetype or others. I will absolutely read, please be the Necronomicon. It is. Don't forget to take it. Now we don't need to play double tap to get the double tap ability in a lot of circumstances. I think we could we could live with this. Play that. Shrug. Bash will automatically play twice. Maybe if you double tap, play Bash. I don't think it'll play 4 times, which would be ideal, but not enough energy. You are an idiot. So we're going to take 13 more than we need to as a result of that miscalculation. And this is basically a good example of what we can't afford to do. Take a free block. You should really double tap Thunderclap. Yeah. So they're doing 19 damage. In hindsight, well, we got the 4 block out of it anyway, but in hindsight, I do wish that I'd gone with the shrug. But there's no way to know until you're already there, huh? Should get you. All right. It could have gone better, but it could have gone worse. More flexes, absolutely. I'm going to lift because we get the passive heal. So basically, I'm Eternal Feather. You get all the credit for +1 strength. I'm not giving you 75 gold to remove a card. I'm content with where we are. It's not the way I build. Now, that is for worse as opposed to being for better or worse, but still. We can roll Bloodletting on this turn and feel good about it. Searing Blow. So we definitely want to Thunderclap. Then we get 2 attacks. It's definitely... Well, okay, it's easy. You're going to do Strike. You're going to do Iron Wave. You're going to do Searing Blow. We're taking 1. Not worth using a block potion. You really should double tap on this fool. We get Gremlin Horn anyway. Easy. Alright, now I'm starting to feel it. I think Gremlin Horn's pulling it all together. Forget Inflame. 2 strength. Who cares? 3 attacks now is a doubled incentive. Extra dex and block by default. We need no blocks on this turn. So we're... Oh, Flex is great. And then Discovery... For free, you're probably going to want to go with an Iron Wave, but it's a little weak. Let's see if we can get ahead of them. Battle Trance is huge. I think a double tap Thunderclap. Now we're starting to cook. Jesse. 17, 16, 16. We'll go 17. Get a free card. No card because of Battle Trance. But we got them all. Okay, well worth the potion. Look at this, dude. We're building. If we get a chance to upgrade armaments, we're going to do so. Otherwise, we're going to target something that saves us energy. No defense, no shrugs. Vulnerability, please. Nothing. These are all bad, but Rupture can give us some strength. Very weak turn. Now, we do have expensive cards, and we have Necronomicon, so... we can double up on a lot of effects here, actually. I mean, it screwed him on turn 1. This is really bad for him. Necronomicon gave us an absurd amount of block and a lot of free attacks. Definitely, you just double tap that one. You basically just threw some genius level plays away for no reason. I think we can do Perfected. We have strikes in our deck, and Necronomicon, I think, makes it a lot better, to be honest. So, I think you can keep these. And, of course, you're hoping for, like, some kind of, combo roll, but it may or may not happen. I don't think you need to play it. I think you've done well for yourself on turn 1. Well, you know what? I think I want to see what happens if you double tap a Perfected Strike. You get it 3 times. Dude, that's still pretty good. It's 1 extra attack. Yeah, I'm feeling like we crossed the threshold. Like we hit escape velocity on this run. Which was good because I was actually genuinely pretty scared. Not on like an adult level, but on the level of like, I wasn't scared for my life. I was scared for my virtual life, but I think we've pivoted out of it. Guaranteed vulnerability turn 1 would be very nice. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that. So what are we not going to play? Probably Bash. So, let's see if we can get Bloodletting. Flex is really useful. We're just going to double tap Perfected Strike. There's a lot of benefits there. We did 120 damage on turn 1. Extra decks. Okay, we're going to Bloodlet. Carnage gets played twice. Let's ice one of these guys. 3 energy left. So there's 25 damage coming out here. That's not good. Okay, check this. That's a little bit out of my wheelhouse to play that, but I did it. So now every time we gain block, we're doing 5 extra damage to this guy, really, at this point. Love it. We did use 2 potions to get it done, though. This is a close call. You gotta start. Okay, and I'm so happy we did. 17 free damage that we certainly should have thunderclap first. 17 damage. You just take the easy way out. Dude, okay, so we perfected. I think we'd be better off. Exhum's just less expensive. I'm really worried Philosopher's Stone is going to tip things in the enemy's favor too much, but we'll see. So we really want to shop and elites. 1. There's a perfect path. This path, early shop and late shop. With Midas, we could probably take advantage of both. So armaments in the double tap, I really, really like. Although I'm not sure it's going to do anything for us here. Alright. I just wish we could upgrade some cards, okay? That's where my head's at right now. Alright. A double tap Carnage will not kill you, but it'll take you real close. Close enough to be killed easily. And that's really... This run right now seems like it's about picking your moment. If you get the opportunity to, you know, go all in on the boss, you gotta take it. Similarly, I mean, these guys are dead. We would just like to block first. Because it's gonna hit you. It's gonna hurt. I don't think we can do it. Not yet, anyway. We have to build up more block first. It pains me. I want you to know. Because the whirlwind would have crushed him. I mean, this for 0, I'll do it. You're only doing 3, so we can get away with that. Okay, we did pick our moment. I hate losing the potion on it, but we picked the right moment, I think. Lose all gold, gain a relic. Yeah, for 1,000 gold, we're going to need a little more than that. Gain 6 block whenever you shuffle. It's not going to happen that often. I don't think we need another shrug. Energy being conserved between turns is fine. We just don't shuffle enough for 6 block to matter. I don't really think we need another shrug. Like, I think we're pretty happy. We'll save our gold. Probably won't be able to use all of it at our next shop, but, you know, why not? I like it. I like it all. Just dump the strike for something better. Might seem a little greedy, but I really like putting 9 vulnerability on an enemy on the first turn. Then, dude, it makes this double tap so much better. We even got extra energy out of it. We're going to shrug to try to get a 2-cost attack. Not going to happen. 27 damage, huh? We're 2 attacks away from getting ornamental, so we'll, yeah, ornamental fan, so we'll just play that. 2 damage is not a big deal. We could do better by using Carnage, I think. I mean, he's dead anyway. Shouldn't be a hard fight. I think spot weakness definitely can work for us here. We have to rest, but resting means we can add. And I think another perfected strike works just fine. The faster we draw those, the happier we are. Now, do we care about gaining a curse? Yes, we do. And we don't care that much about gaining gold. Certainly don't need Exhume. I really think you could just keep the defend for now. And do better like this. We are going to get hit. Nunchuck gave us extra energy. Plus 4 extra block. That was pretty lucky. I really think it's too early to say like we're, you know, gonna win. Because we're not destined at all. But, at least we're only taking 23. Now, I don't like saying that, but it's the truth. And let's think about this. Like a double tap whirlwind. I think it'll kill you because it's gonna do 44 damage 3 times. More than 44 because of time dilation. So we have to go this way. After some bumpy times in the early game, I feel like we're pretty... like, we found where we needed to be. And I'm happy to be there. Things were a little spotty for a while. Like, the first floor, we had to use a regen potion to stay alive. It's a little embarrassing. $39. I mean, this is definitely gonna... this will slow you down. Wish I could get some kind of permanent benefit. Let's see if we can. We're 1 attack away from getting some decks. So that's something. I'm getting a little wary. All it takes is like 1 horrible draw for things to all fall apart here. So far that hasn't been a problem, but we're going to need to gain more than 1 dex per turn. You do want to double that, absolutely. Probably want to do it like this. So, 1 more good draw. This'll work. You know, you give us 2 more turns, we might be able to kill this guy. It wasn't meant to be, though. We did get him last time, right? I think. I mean, Iron Wave, it's just really nice to double with a double tap. Singing Bowl, sadly, not what we're looking for, but who cares? Intimidate. We haven't been able to add that to the deck so far. Very mild synergy with Sharon's Ashes, but hey, it costs 0, so there's a lot to like there. I think we will keep a defend. I think we'll just go like this for now. Okay, we'll spot. We'll Infernal. Searing Blow for free. Two attacks away. I'd like to perfect this elite. One more attack gives us extra dex, so we can't double tap it, but if we do this, 12 block. There we go. So that's, I think that's step 1 to perfect. And we do want the points at this point. Now we might still not perfect him. Like this, I don't know how we're gonna get 15 block out of this. Yeah. I stand by our first turn, though. Our head was in the right place. Alright, extra energy. Really appreciate that. Intimidate's also helpful. This guy's going to be in a weird spot. Because he's about to take 1,000 damage. There we go. We can do with a pommel, just to make perfected slightly better. Alright, 800 gold. Put a power in our hand so we can discard it. Effects of your X cards are better. I will take an Apotheosis. I will take another Flex. I will take a Blind. And I think that's good enough. You know what? Give me one of the steroid potions as well. Okay. Well, it is what it is. I think we got a chance. The daily's been running for 35 minutes, so we're probably going to rank pretty well today. Time will tell, but I really think you double tap Pommel. I know you're like Thunderclap, but I want the draw to start with. Remember, it's Time Lord, so be careful. He's doing 18. We're gonna take damage. Ugh. Just use one drop kick. Yeah, Whirlwind seems good enough. Yeah, Whirlwind was good enough. Okay, I don't know what we did, but we killed him in one turn. We did 10, 11 damage. 2 perfects, not quite beyond perfect. We got 1 collector. I mean, I think we got a chance to be in a good spot today. We're too early to consider this like an amazing score, but dude, we're up there. 10, 11. Lots of divergence in the scores today, too. Hello, Arzacon, Raviolo, Harris Whittles, Slinky. We're on the, as is often the case. Oh, hey, to Uber Taco. What's this? We're on the low side of winners, I think. Because probably winners stop maybe right about here, would be my guess. We're about in the middle. Still, I feel pretty good about this. We're not too far away from the current leader. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It's a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.